Think about the biggest goal that you've ever tried to achieve. Now think about all the different types of support that you have for that specific thing, right? Did you have a cheerleader, somebody who was, always giving you that positive encouragement? Did you have someone who was challenging you to continue to push the bar higher and higher, right? Did you have somebody who was, the investor, somebody who was going to, continue to help you to finance your journey or to make better financial moves? And you have to consider those types of supporters as well as a few others. So I'm going to run down some of the different types of supporters that you need on your team right now in order to ensure, or let's not say ensure, in order to increase the likelihood that you achieve whatever the goal is that you set out to achieve. Is that cool? Okay. The first type of support that you're likely going to get is the encourager. Every time we go to start something new, there's always going to be that group of people that are sitting in the background saying, "You got this. You're amazing. You're the one who we always thought was going to be able to make this happen." And that's cool, because anytime you're feeling down, anytime that you're feeling like you can't keep pushing forward, that encourager is going to always be there to give you that moral support. They're going to be there saying, "You got this." And I think there is a place for that type of support. The problem is, too many of the people who claim to support are going to fall in that category. See, me, I am a challenger. Whenever I got someone that I'm like trying to support, I'm gonna be the one that's like, "Man, look, let's do this. Let's go here at 10 o'clock, let's practice, let's get better at our skill, right? And then we're gonna make a plan to do this, and this." See, now that's a different type of support right there. See, that type of support is called the challenger. The challenger is going to be the one that has the grit. They're going to be right there beside you. They're not going to be the one filming you as you're, running up the mountain. They're going to be the one that's running with you. Now, you see, that's a special type of supporter, because you know that they're going to be right there. They might not hear your cries. They might not be there to hear you sulk and complain about why things are not taking off. They're going to be the one that sits right beside you and says, "All right, look, we did this. We didn't do so hot. Let's make an adjustment. Let's do this now." Oh, they might even be the person that says, "Yeah, you achieved that type of success, but what else are you going to do?" So we had our encourager. We had our challenger. The next one is the investor. You see, the investor is very interesting, because not only are they going to provide you some of that emotional support, but they are also going to be the one to help you financially. They're going to be the one that says, "Look, what is it that you need to get done? What do you need to make this happen today?" And when you let them know, they're not just going to say, "Well, we hope you get there." They're going to say, "I got you. Mic check 1 2. Hey man, turn me up. Mic check 1 2, man. I'm out here. I'm doing my thing. You feel me? I don't even got..." As you can see, my rap career probably ain't gonna take off. And it's good, because early on, I really did consider that I could probably be a rapper. And when I was making raps and I was showing them to my wife, she was like, "Don't quit your day job." But not only did she say, "Don't quit your day job," she let me know some of the things that I was really good at, that I could focus on. She also told me, when I was prioritizing things that weren't necessarily in my lane, she set me straight. Now, this is one attribute of my next type of supporter, which is called the sounding board. You see, a sounding board is there to hear your ideas and to give you positive and negative feedback. Let me say that again. Positive and negative feedback. If you have any goals to do anything in some sort of time frame, you have to make sure that you are checking off all the boxes that pertain to preparation. Which is why it's really good to have somebody on your team who is a realist. You see, a realist is the one who's going to say, yeah, you want to make a YouTube channel, but you don't want to get comfortable with the idea that you're going to have to make hundreds of videos before anybody sees it. And sometimes you're going to make really amazing videos. It's going to take you hours and hours and hours, sometimes days, sometimes even a week. And you're going to post that video and you're going to have 20 people watch it. That sucks, yes, but guess what? That's the reality. And you need somebody on your team as a supporter who is going to be there to tell you how to stay grounded in the real world. So there you have it. You need all of these types of supporters to increase the likelihood that you're going to be able to accomplish those goals that you set out, and then be able to say that my ambition has been served well. The 5 types are, and make sure you're listening, because I'm not going to keep saying this. You're just going to have to keep watching the video over and over again and giving me more views and likes and comments and yeah. The 5 types of supporters are: number 1, the encourager; number 2, the challenger; number 3, the investor; number 4, the sounding board; and number 5, the realist. It's extremely difficult to find all of these supporters and to ensure that you have one version of these in your camp at all times. But this video is a chance for you to be intentional about the type of support that you seek out. My wife struggled with this for so long that sometimes she would give me that encouraging support, because she's an encourager, right? And she's also a financial supporter. Yeah, because we're married and we share finances. And yeah, when I bought this A7S, this $3,500 camera when it first came out, she was like, "We got that." Okay. So she embodies 2 of those, but there have been times where I've wanted her to be a challenger. And she was like, "Dude, I am supporting you." And I'm like, "No, you're not. You're not supporting me." But in reality, she was doing 1 type or 2 types of support when I was looking for maybe someone to push me a little bit harder, maybe for someone to be a realist. Whereas my mom is going to be that encourager, she's probably not going to be a realist for me because she doesn't understand this particular area of creativity. And, you know, she loves me a lot and she doesn't want to hurt my feelings. So you need to have somebody in your corner who knows what you're doing, right? Who knows how to set the bar and say, "Look, let's be real about this. You need to hit this, and hit this mark, and then you'll be on your way." You need somebody to encourage you also for that emotional support. You need somebody to help you invest in some of the things it's going to take for you to be successful in that field. You're also going to need someone who's going to be a sounding board so that you can tell them their ideas, and then they can critique and help you to see what works and what doesn't work. All of these types of support are important. But if you just sit in your little silo and you try to be a solo creator all by yourself, and you try to be a solo entrepreneur, you try to be a solo whatever it is that you're trying to do, that silo is going to get really lonely, and you're going to realize that it's too difficult for you to do all by yourself. So look at your camp, look at your circle, and figure out how to add these types of supporters to what